Mr. Bennet's property consisted almost entirely on an estate of 2,000 land, which, unfortunately for his daughters, was entailed, in default of heirs male, on a distant relation.
Hello all, and welcome to this here reading vlog. In this video, we shall be reading, as the title suggests. I've got a lot of books to read before the end of the year if I want to reach my reading goal, and I'm not reading them fast enough for me to be not worried about finishing. I'm reading 3 books at the moment. Yeah, and I'm not very far into any of them. And I need to read a lot more before the end of the year to complete my reading goal. And also, I just want to read more because I feel like I haven't read anything in forever. Because that's true, I haven't read anything in forever. So, at the moment, I'm currently still reading A Discovery of Witches and The Psychopath Test. I have started reading Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I'm listening to the audiobook for it though. I do have a copy of the book on my bookshelf, but I have the audiobook which Rosamund Pike reads, so why would I not want to listen to that instead? And also I can listen to it while I'm doing other things like chores. I'm also house sitting again this weekend, so I'm also working this weekend, so I will have some time on my hands to do some reading. I'm going to try and finish all 3 of these books this weekend. Let's see how this works, because I don't know if that's actually a feasible idea for me to have, but it's an idea I have nonetheless. We're just gonna go ahead and roll with it. It's me. You might recognize this space. I'm house sitting again. The house sat here before. My previous reading vlog that I made was based in this house. But I just wanted to come back. Sorry, I'm looking at the dogs lying next to me. I just wanted to come back here, in here, and give you an update, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yesterday, I listened to some Pride and Prejudice while I was doing my work. For a second, I thought I was listening to Jane Austen because Jane Eyre, because they kept mentioning Jane, and then I just realized, no, actually, that's just the eldest sister's name. She's called Jane. But I'm really enjoying it so far. Jane Austen is very witty, and the relationship between the family members is... But also, I don't understand the point of Darcy. He annoys the living shit out of me. I do not understand how Elizabeth will eventually fall in love with him, because he's just really fucking annoying, man. So I've decided to give myself a break, and today I'm busy reading, as you may have seen. I'm reading A Discovery of Witches. I made some progress. I'm on page 280 something. I'm planning on reading till about 350 today, and then I will take the book with me tomorrow when I go to work, and I will read further there. I just wanted to give you an update. I'm currently reading A Discovery of Witches, enjoying it as ever, and I'm gonna now have a little snack, and then I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, and then I'll get back into reading. And then tonight I will probably watch a movie. It's me. I haven't updated you in a really long time, it feels like. I feel like I didn't update you at all yesterday or today. And you have just been seeing a lot of reading and not much else. I have made a lot of progress in A Discovery of Witches. I'm currently on page 502. I probably read about 100 pages today. Which means I'm serious about finishing this book. So it's going well. I'm really enjoying the story. I have some thoughts which I will share with you once I finish the book. I've also made progress on Pride and Prejudice. I'm on chapter 27, I think. It's not going as quickly as I thought it would, but I'm enjoying the story and will maybe finish it before I end this reading vlog. I'm not sure. I think I can't keep filming for this reading vlog too much longer. Maybe tomorrow and the day after. And then I'll have to edit it and upload it because I'm going away this weekend. Anyway, this has been enough of me rambling now. I am not going to read any more tonight because it is 10 to 9. I'm going to finish watching my episode of my series and then probably watch another episode and then go to sleep. Because I'm tired after today. I wish I had filmed it, but when the time came to it, I was planning on filming. But I didn't. I forgot. I built a Christmas tree out of books at work because my friend gave me the idea and I mentioned it to my boss and she thought it was a brilliant idea. So I built a Christmas tree out of books. It's not a very big Christmas tree. We don't have that many books available to me in my color scheme, but I'm working again tomorrow, so I will film it then. I'm finished building it, but I will give you a little clip of it. I'm now going to go on with the rest of my night and hopefully fall asleep soon. let's discuss these books. I finished A Discovery of Witches last night, and I have some thoughts. I said that I have some thoughts when I was busy filming this as well, but there are some tropes in this book that are not uncommon in fantasy books, I have learned, and you know, let's have a little chat about them. You see I have a sticky tab here. So the two main tropes that I found in this book are the I'm not like other girls trope and the possessive male love interest trope, both of which don't really sit well with me. And I actually thought I was gonna get through this whole book. I was, you know, I'm like, okay, fine, she's not like other girls, whatever. At least she doesn't say, I'm not like other girls. I thought I was actually gonna get through this whole book without that sentence being uttered. And, you know, that exact sentence wasn't uttered, but let me read to you. Diana is different, Matthew. She's not like other witches. My hopes were crushed near the end of this book. And, you know, the possessive male love interest thing, just why do people have to keep writing this thing? It is so outdated and so old-fashioned, which, you know, he is a vampire, so you can kind of understand why he would be that way, but also, are you not supposed to change with the times to fit into the society that you're living in? Matthew is the vampire, Diana is the witch, if you haven't read this book. And they are in love. They're not supposed to be in love, because witches and vampires and demons are not supposed to be crossbreeding or cross anything-ing with each other. But anyway, they fall in love, of course. Matthew is very possessive, and he explains to her, he's like, I'm a vampire. Vampires are very possessive. They have a very pack mind, pack instincts, where there's an alpha and everybody else obeys the alpha. And Matthew is like the alpha, and he's very possessive of Diana, and he's like, I'm a vampire. This is the way that we are. I kind of can't help it. And she at first resists, and then suddenly just is like, he's a vampire. It's just his nature. I just have to listen to him and do everything that he says. How could you go from being so independent and strong-willed to suddenly just being like, it's his nature, I love him, I'll just listen to what he says. My next point that I have to make is a positive one. So all of my grievances aside, the story is really great. We're not talking about the characters right now. The characters are really, some of them, actually no, just Matthew and Diana are really annoying. The other characters are lovely. Emily, best character in this book. Martha, amazing character. The Sophie and Nathaniel, who are like characters for the last 50 pages of this book, amazing characters. But Matthew and Diana, just, you know, they need to sort some shit out. But it's really a great story, and I will be reading the other books when I can find them. I think I'm going to watch the series before I read the other two books, so I don't know if the series is going to spoil the other two books for me, but I would still like to read them nonetheless, because the end of this book is kind of a cliffhanger, but not like a dramatic cliffhanger. It just actually makes you interested to read what happens next. I also have to say, it is a really long book, but it doesn't feel drawn out. When I started reading this book, I was like, wow, I feel like it's taking so long for things to happen. But you do kind of need the backstory, and it doesn't feel like there's unnecessary action or dialogue or information being thrown at you just to make the book bigger. Then, I don't have actually I do have a physical copy of Pride and Prejudice. I'm going to talk about Pride and Prejudice now, but I will put the picture of the audiobook on the screen anyway, because I'm listening to the audiobook. Also, I'm just realizing that the people in this picture have short hair. Did people in the Regency period have short hair? Anyway, that's besides the point. I'm about halfway through the book at this point. I'm very much enjoying the story. Jane Austen is a very witty writer. I've said this all before. I'm still confused about Darcy and Elizabeth's relationship and how that is going to unfold. I am also still rooting for Jane and Bingley to get together, although at this point in the story it doesn't seem likely. I'm also still wishing that Elizabeth and Wickham would get together, but also my confidence in Wickham is slipping by the minute because he seems like he's maybe a bit of a shady character. I don't have any closing thoughts on Pride and Prejudice yet because I haven't finished it, but I will finish it by the end of the week. This is me giving myself a deadline to say you will finish this book by the end of the week. Then, I didn't make any progress on the Psychopath test. I know I said at the beginning of the video that I wanted to finish all 3 of these books over these few days, but I was very much focused on rather finishing A Discovery of Witches, which I have done, and I'm very pleased about, because now I can give this book back to the person I'm borrowing it from. But the Psychopath test is looming heavily on my horizon, and I do need to finish it soon. Thank you for watching my reading vlog. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps. It really supports the channel. If you enjoyed my thoughts about Discovery of Witches, you can subscribe because I make videos like this often, and I probably will have more thoughts on other books at some point in time. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!